Hello, hello, hello. Uh, Welcome to my channel. Uh, I'm I'm very happy to welcome everybody on my channel. My name is Yogesh Dhruv, and I'm a mindfulness coach. Um, I am sharing my life experiences on this YouTube channel, and I want to welcome everyone here. I'm very excited for today's topic. Before we go into the topic, let me tell you that if you like these videos, please subscribe to my channel, and you can also, you know, comment. If you have any comments, then please feel free to make a comment, and I will respond to that comment as well. And yeah, please subscribe to the channel. Okay. All right, so let's deep dive today. In the today's topic is how I moved past scarcity and lack mindset in my finances. So, just to repeat, how I moved past scarcity and lack mindset in my finances. So, yeah, very interesting and exciting topic today. So, um, let me tell you what happened. Just to give you my life experience. So, I'm a business owner for 30 plus years, and it's a family owned business, and I have managed start from my engineering college, when I passed out from my engineering college, and then did some 2 or 3 years of training as a trainee engineer in a couple of different engineering companies in India. And then I joined my family business. So I joined my father, who has already, the manufacturing plant in India. So I joined it and then started learning production, manufacturing, manpower management, employees, labor management, and quality control, engineering. I mean, all 9 yards, right? Everything from start to finish. And then slowly moved into the sales and marketing, exports. We were exporting to all over the world. So we started doing. I started taking some uh, you know the trips, like the visits to the customers. So I was traveling all over the places, different parts of the country. I mean, different countries and all that. So then I was in US. So I came in US, and almost like 20 years ago. And then I was like that, during that crash, we had a big challenge. I mean, there was a very big slowdown in my business, and then we had a very big cash flow, crunch. And cash flow is king, right? So without the cash flow, nothing moves. So it is like a blood line in your body. So in the business, if the cash flow is tight, if cash flow is constrained, that means your body, your lifeline, I mean bloodline is not flowing, and you are like about to die. So it was so terrible that we were really sucking the air. there was nothing to do anything. And so it was a terrible time, those few years. And then I had a lot of like scarcity and lack, all kinds of worries and stress, anxiety, sadness. I was having a lot of anger, frustration. So I was going through all those scarcity and survival thoughts and feelings in my body, and I was not having good sleep in the night. I was really, in a traumatic situation. So it was very stressful for me. So then, like it was something which I had to do something about. And so then I was, doing my inner work. And in that, this is what there is a technique which I found, and then I discovered that technique and used and implemented in my own life. So the technique is, like you ask questions to yourself, and you can journal it. So the first question, that what will happen then. So you ask that question, that because I was like feeling really, that if cash flow is not there, I'm not going to pay my employees, I cannot make salary to myself, and we cannot pay to the vendors. So those are the things and thoughts coming to my mind. And so I started asking the question, that what will happen then if you don't pay your employees, and if you cannot pay your vendors, what will happen then. So so the I started writing it down, whatever comes to my mind. And then it gave me the answer that, okay, if we don't pay the employees, they will leave. So they will leave the company. I said, okay, what happens then? So if they leave the company, then there is nobody there except me and my family members, who will continue, because we are the owners. So they will continue, but otherwise all the employees will be gone. So everything will come on us. Okay, what will happen then? So okay, then we have to run the company by ourselves. Okay, what will happen then? So the customers, if there are orders coming, we have to execute it and everything like that. So what happens then? So I started asking questions and questions, and there were, uh, you know, thoughts and answers were coming, and I was just going and writing it down, and then it said, "Okay, what happens then?" Then it says, "Well, we have to close down the company." Okay, then what happens then? Okay, if the company is closed down, then there is nothing there, right? There is nothing to worry about. Yeah, there's nothing to worry about. And then suddenly, I got realization that if that happens, is that true? So the question is that true, that a company will close down? How many years you have been doing this business, and what came to the answer is that no, I can always borrow the money. I can go to the bank. I can go to some friends or some other financial institute and get some money. I mean, do you see that there are any other businesses around having the same kind of situation of cash flow? And I said, yes. Okay, what do they do? Then I started asking those questions and say, okay, so is that fear true? And I said, no, that fear is not true, because there are there are some challenges. In few years, there is a season, 1 or 2 years in business life, it has happened. And we had the same thing. My father had the same trouble. And, I asked him and he said, yes, we had those kind of, uh, well, 1 year, 2 years like that in business where there was a very, very, like a slowdown, and, it took. So, but we passed, that season will go away, those years will pass by, and, you will find the solution for it. So that fear, that sadness, that anxiety and worry, is that true? And then my the thoughts came, the answer came that that is not true. Okay, is that serving you now? This anxiety and the fear and those worries, is that serving you? That is the next question. And I said, no, that is not serving me. That is really giving me all kind of scarcity and all the fears and despair, depression. Do you want to keep it? And I said, no, I don't want to keep it. Okay, what do you want instead of that? And then I created a new belief statement, and that is very powerful. It is very exciting. It is very juicy. So I did that, and I created, that my my life. I mean, every day, in every way, I am growing financially prosperous now. That is a new belief statement I created, that every day, in every way, I am financially growing now. I'm growing financially prosperous now. So that new belief statement, that is what I created that time. And then I started, speaking, and, that affirmation and new belief statement every day for, like almost like 3-4 weeks. And immediately within a week's time, things started changing. The whole, like, we started getting new orders, we started, again moving slowly, the whole thing started again, and we could manage. And now we are again, growing. And, after so many years now, that was 10 plus years now, and we are growing. I mean, we have team of people, employees are there, we have um, more employees, and so everything is so much, again, growing and continuing. So you can see that, that shift from scarcity and lack to abundance and freedom and, joy and peacefulness. So there is shift from that lack and all the, scarcity into this freedom and abundance mindset. So all that happened because of this exercise where you ask those questions to yourself and then maybe journal it out. So when you journal it, your mind gets very clear thoughts, which you can write it down. And as you write, you will see that you have a focus. As you keep focus on your mind, on your thoughts and the feelings. So thoughts and feelings are expressed in writing. As you write on the paper or on computer or digital, whatever electronic files, doesn't matter. Whatever works for you. I write it on a piece of paper in my journal. It really gives you a clarity in your thoughts, in your feelings, and the shift takes place because of those questions, asking them again for 5 times, and then shifting it into a new belief statement, into an affirmation, and then practice that, like 5 to 7 times a day, morning and evening, and whole your conscious mind will change, but then subconscious level. So let me tell you one thing. So our mind has got conscious mind and a subconscious mind. So the conscious mind is only 5% of your whole total mind, and subconscious is 95%. So that is very big percentage of your mind, and that controls all your, you know automatic systems, your feelings, your all these circulatory systems, your nervous systems, your digestive systems, your blood circulation systems, everything. So that subconscious mind keeps all your beliefs, all your experiences and habits, everything is there. And that has to change, because that has got all those scarcity, and all the lack is all there because of your past experiences. Now those past experiences need to change into the future and the new experiences, but it cannot change unless you shift it, and that shifting will take place in through this technique, through this step by step process. So please try it out and you will see the result. So I have seen it, and I'm really enjoying it. So it's a beautiful process. Okay, so that is technique number one. Now let me give you technique number two. So the second technique which I used is, power of your mind. So again, I'm a mindfulness coach. I teach all these different techniques, and I coach people in their life. And so when I say power, you see, there is a tremendous power in your mind, right? So it is so powerful that it creates, all your thoughts, and your personal reality, and that creates your destiny. So it all originates from your thoughts. So when your thoughts are there, from thoughts you can create your personal reality, and from that personal reality, that destiny will be created. So it is very, very clear that what your thoughts are creating your reality and your destiny. So your personality is formed how you think, act, and feel. So how you think, act, and feel, that is how your personality is formed. So now, to create thoughts, those negative thoughts like scarcity, those lack, where you have all this, that I do not have enough, i'm I'm finding scarcity here, I'm struggling here, I'm in constraint, I'm in worries that I do not have this particular finances, or I do not have that money, or I do not have that kind of a power, or that you know whatever, building, or some real estate, or factory, or plant, or offices, and house, and all this real estate, or everything. See, there is a scarcity. Now when you are in that scarcity mindset, that is your old belief, that is your old self. Now if you want to create your new reality, if if you want to create your destiny with that same kind of a scarcity mindset, will you be able to create something beautiful, something of abundance, something of freedom, something of joy, and power, and peacefulness? No, because that scarcity mindset cannot go into that creation of abundance. Hence, what you need to do, it is very, very simple, that you have that power. You have in your mind, there is a tremendous power, and that power, you can accomplish you know anything and everything in your life. So see, that power is so much there, is within you. And to open up that power, to really explore that power, one has to do inner work. So I've been practicing this inner work for now more than 25 years in my life, and I've seen the results, that once you go inside, and once you are in silence, once you are being in that silence, being in that meditation, which is a science of non-doing. Yeah, this is not doing. Yeah, you are not doing every day. You are not working and working and working. It is science of non-doing. So when you are in that non-doing mode, you will learn and you will discover yourself that as you go inner and do this inner work, inner practice, as you do that more and more, there is a self-realization of your capacity of your mind. Your thoughts will change, your feelings will change. You will be from scarcity to freedom, from lack to abundance. You will be shifted, in in so much of joy and freedom and love. You are in that love, you are loving people, you are grateful, you are in gratitude field. Because the moment you sit in that uh, silence and be in that practice, you will realize that being in that silence, being in that meditation, being in that practice of inner work will open up infinite possibilities. Because all those infinite possibilities exist where? They exist in that unknown. So there is an unknown, uh, you know, unknown platform or a journey that will open up, because from that silence it will evolve creation, all those innovation, all those new ideas, all the new possibilities. Everything will be generated from that silence. And it is all over the world. This is the greatest secret. My my guru my guruji has taught me that the greatest secret in this spiritual world, or in this real world, 3D world, is silence. Silence is the greatest secret in the world. And as one practices this mindfulness, it is a silence, is a mindfulness. You are paying attention, you are aware of all this, your thoughts, your feelings, your sensations, and you are connecting to your inner self, to your higher self, to the the universe, and you are not separate. You see, you are not separate from anybody. You are connected to the higher source, and then you are connected to all the people, all of the other creatures. The whole universe is connected, and when you are connected, you are united. When you are united to the source, to the universe, all the possibilities are possible. There is nothing impossible, because then you don't feel lack, you don't feel scarcity, you don't feel negative emotions. You don't have those, because when you see, I mean, look at the ocean. I was on the beach other day, and I was just walking, and I was looking at the clouds, the sky, the sun. There was nice breeze coming in, and the waves of the ocean. I was just observing them, and I was walking on the beach, close to the water, and just observing all this natural beauty of the beach, of the ocean, the water, the waves, and the breeze, and I thought that, man, where is the scarcity now? Look at the water of the ocean. If you fill up like one bucket out of that ocean, will that be empty? No. If you take that, one, like 10 buckets or hundreds of buckets of water out of the ocean, will it get empty? No, because there is abundance of water. There is abundance of space, abundance of air, abundance of space, so abundance of sunlight. When the sun was there, and there is a sunlight there, so abundance of sunlight. I mean, if you take some sunlight, can that be like over? I mean, can that be like lack of that sunlight? No. Everybody gets the sunlight over during the daytime. Yeah, so there's abundance of it. So if you look at the nature, if you look at this kind of all these elements of nature, there is abundance of it. Why do I see there is a lack? Where do I see the scarcity? There is no scarcity. There is more than enough for everybody in the world. And the moment you connect yourself to that higher self, that your superconscious mind, your universe, there is abundance of everything. And I realized that, man, this is the power of your mind. you know what you want to create, you can create your destiny, all from the power of your mind, which is your mindfulness, which is being aware, paying attention to yourself. First, you have to pay attention to yourself, on your mind, on your body, on your sensations, on your feelings, on your thoughts, and you will realize that how powerful is that. Once you realize that, once you become mindfulness of all these parameters, all these different aspects of the life, you will see that you are so peaceful, you are so joyful, you are so powerful, and you are so blissful that nothing can, give you any kind of upset or overwhelm or frustration, because you are so joyful inside. You don't need anything outside to give you the peace or joy or that freedom, because that inner self is so much in joy and peace. And in love, you are loving everybody. You are in gratitude feel. So you feel gratitude about everybody. You feel grateful. You are feeling loving. There is no separation from anyone. There is no judgment. So that whole, this opens up all this new reality. You create your new personality, and that way you create your destiny in your life, and all the new possibilities can be created from the present, not from the past cannot create the future. You can only create future from the present. So how you are feeling now, it is all about being your true self. Once you are in true self, you are in that, in your peacefulness and joyfulness, then you can create a beautiful future and destiny for yourself. Okay. I mean, I have been doing it, and I would like you to do the same way. And I invite you, and I would like to offer that, this mindfulness coaching. So if you can go into my website, and you can also schedule. So I would like to offer that you can schedule a discovery call with me, how we can convert the scarcity and lack mindset into a freedom and abundance mindset through these techniques, through these different practices, as I have done it in my own life. So we can do it together. If I have done it, you can do it. I'm sure that there is no way that nobody, I mean, everybody can do it. That is my offer to you. So please, schedule the discovery call by going into my website, my, and then, we can definitely discuss your specific case. So I hope you enjoyed this video and the techniques given today, and hope you like it. So if you like it, please subscribe to the channel, and that way you will be updated with my latest videos, and also we will be in touch through that. Okay, so thank you very much again, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you.